Hey everyone, hello. So, a federal judge has officially thrown out Drake's defamation lawsuit against Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's viral diss track, Not Like Us. The court ruled that UMG cannot be held liable, and more importantly, that the song's lyrics are protected under free speech as opinion, not fact. So let's break it down. What happened, why it matters, and what comes next in this rap battle turned courtroom drama. Let's rewind. So earlier this year, the rap world erupted when Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us, a scathing track filled with barbed lines aimed squarely at Drake. The song wasn't just a hit, it became an anthem. Fans dissected every lyric, memed every bar, and debated whether some of Kendrick's words crossed the line from artistry into defamation. And Drake's legal team, they certainly thought so. In June, the Toronto rapper filed a defamation lawsuit against Universal Music Group, arguing that the company was recklessly promoting false and damaging accusations, including alleged implications that Drake was a PDF file or had inappropriate relationships with minors. And the claim suggested that the song's widespread promotion by UMG amplified harm to Drake's reputation. But the legal question became, can a song, especially a diss track, really be considered defamatory? On Thursday, the U.S. District Judge Jeanette Vargas issued her decision, and it was not in Drake's favor. Judge Vargas dismissed the lawsuit in full, writing that the lyrics in Not Like Us express non-actionable opinion and cannot reasonably be understood as factual allegations. In legal terms, defamation requires that a statement be both false and presented as fact, not opinion or artistic expression. The judge ruled that Kendrick's lyrics, no matter how suggestive or harsh, exist firmly in the realm of creative expression, rhetorical hyperbole, and artistic commentary, all of which are protected under the First Amendment. In her written work, in her statement, it specifically said the issue in this case is whether Not Like Us can reasonably be understood to convey as an actual matter that Drake is a PDF file or that he has engaged in relations with minors. In light of the overall context in which the statement and the recordings were made, the court holds that it cannot. In short, the song might sting, but it's still art. Now let's talk about Universal Music Group's role. Drake's legal team argued that UMG, as Kendrick's label partner, was responsible for the song's promotions, effectively publishing the allegations or the alleged defamatory statements. But the court saw it differently. Judge Vargas ruled that UMG cannot be held liable for promoting a track that falls under protective artistic speech. Even if the content was controversial, UMG didn't endorse the specific meaning of the lyrics. They simply distributed a song by assigned artists. And this set an important precedent for record labels. It confirms that labels aren't legally responsible for interpreting or censoring artists' lyrical content unless that content crosses into criminal, incitement, or other unprotected categories, which Not Like Us did not. And then after the ruling, a spokesperson for Drake issued a brief but pointed statement. We intend to appeal today's ruling, and we look forward to the Court of Appeals reviewing it. So Drake isn't backing down, at least not yet. Legal analysts say an appeal faces an uphill battle. Defamation cases involving artistic works are notoriously difficult to win because courts give wide leeway to creative freedom. And in this case, Kendrick's lyrics were seen as metaphoric, performative, and part of a cultural tradition of competitive diss tracks, not literal claims of criminal behavior. This case goes far beyond two rappers trading bars. It raises questions about whether artistic expression ends at reputational harm or where it begins. In hip-hop, diss tracks are practically a subgenre from Nas to Jay-Z to Pusha T versus Drake himself. They're sharp, personal, and often exaggerated for dramatic effect. If every insult in the song could spark a lawsuit, the genre of free artistic speech would be at serious risk. But this ruling reinforces that the courtroom isn't the stage for rap beefs. The studio is. The message from the court is clear. Diss tracks are protected art, not legal statements. So where does this leave things now? Kendrick Lamar remains undefeated in both the cultural and legal arenas. And Drake plans to appeal, but for now, Judge Vargas's decision stands. Not Like Us stays protected, and Universal Music Group walks free of liability. It's another chapter in the Drake-Kendrick saga, one that shifted from the charts to the courts and now back to the court of public opinion. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and remember, in hip-hop and in law, context is everything. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.